Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Duskers. I remembered to switch the screen over to Duskers again. I'm going to forget at one point, just because we're doing a lot with Everspace. Recently, due to the new update, I have been having some issues with my keyboard due to double clicking with some keys. Do a little sound check. Looks like everything's working. And the reason we've been having double clicking issues is because my keyboard oh my god, I always get mad freezing in Minecraft when Duskers is running. I don't know what Duskers is doing in the background. Oh my god. But the freezing is actually insane. It's absurd. I don't understand what the hell Duskers is doing. Maybe like stupid amounts of IO reads and writes. Like I'm just sitting on the title screen too. I haven't gone anywhere. Anyway. So I've been having double clicking issues with some of my keys. Some of them won't register at all, and some of them will click. And sometimes they will decide to click and activate more than once, which is always interesting. Now, when I talked to support, and support said it's a limitation of the design. So, yeah. Now, I'm not angry. I can't be angry because the whole point of this keyboard was to be able to adjust the actuation distance and get analog output of the key presses. So, there is a mild solution for this, and the mild solution is to set the actuation distance for the digital keys to not the bottom, to like maybe 3 millimeters ish, maybe 3.2 millimeters, instead of the full 3.5 millimeters. And that should work just fine. And the reason of this is because of the wobble of the key, or of the actual switch sitting inside the frame. The switches are frame mounted. They do not need power, so they can just be taken out. Everything is actually on the circuit board because my keyboard uses light. It uses light to determine how far a key is pressed. Unfortunately, with the photo sensor and the emitter for it, since it uses IR, the tolerances are very tight. So over time, the plastics can sort of wear, or they can already have some sort of issue with fitting snugly in the frame, just because of those tight tolerances. So it's a cool product still. Like, I'm not mad at the guys or anything. It's just that it has a limitation that sort of starts to affect it as it gets older. And as things wear through normal wear and tear. And it is a little bit of buyer's remorse because, it kind of sucks to have this as an issue. But the good thing is that they learn from their mistakes. Wu-Ting learned from their mistakes. I didn't mention that the company's name is Wu-Ting. They learned from their mistakes and they said, this is a problem. So we're going to move to magnet sensors instead of IR because we can tune those a lot more precisely. We can have all kinds of auto calibration and whatnot. We don't have to worry about missing a beam of fucking light that we need to focus with a lens and return. Because light and lasers are a little bit finicky if you have to tune them with the distance, or with the preset distance in mind, because it's light. Anyway, so without further ado, we'll take a look at yesterday's score. I'll probably see someone if someone has done anything today. Yesterday we had Svarm and we had Century, and it was okay. I was very slow because I was a little bit nervous about it. Stika 920, oh boy. I was a little bit nervous about it, but we got the Century out. I thought I was going to make a mistake. So congratulations to Atpa, Chakradi, Marvin, LB, Quastemo, myself, Mbanders, Mastika, and Kazmillion for getting the 8 hundo. Not missing anything, not taking damage. And we have the people that missed scrap. Then we'll have the people that missed scrap, and we'll have the people that took damage somehow, probably getting shot. Jerry-rigged looks like they... Oh no, Jerry-rigged missed scrap. That didn't get shot. Full metal strategist looks like they got svarmed or shot. Oh yeah, and then we have some people that went out with zeros and cave data. It's like nope. So yeah, not a difficult mission yesterday. We'll see what we have today. Relatively high score, so we could just start out with super high drone health, or we could just have a shit ton of stuff to find. And it looks like we're starting off with relatively high drone health. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have reroute power and decontaminate as our 2 ship upgrades. Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting to say the least. Reroute power should help us out, depending on whether or not the entire ship is powered. And the decontaminate might help us out depending on our ship age. We have Misfire with 110 health. We have Spike with 110 health. We have Glader with 110 health. All with 110 health. That gives us a total of 30 points above average drone health. We're doing things today with a stealth, so stealth it is and stealth it shall be. As a note, I never had issues in duskers because my actuation distance was always very, very high. So the sensors are tuned to be rather sensitive to key presses. The problem I had is when I needed my actuation distance to be very, very low. So what I can do is I can actually bind multiple things to happen on one key press. And I'm thinking about doing this so that I can set up a nice little macro for duskers where I can have nav be on half a key press and then an action be on a full key press, just to sort of cheese my way through the game like that, because you can. It's super beneficial for walking and running or boosting or whatever, where you can walk with a light press and then push down to boost, or push all the way down to boost or something like that, or run. It's got a lot of things, and because you can actually not just bind more than one, you can't just bind like 2 keys, you can bind like several keys on one key press, and depending on how far you are in the stroke, like it could be some actions on the way down and then some more actions on the way up. You know, it's a lot of functionality for a keyboard like this, and it just sucks that it has a small issue. But it never affected me in Duskers because I'd never really used it in Duskers. I should get into more of the scripting things, because its software is open source, so I should look into it and see what I can do. Anyway. Right, stealth. Today, we check our airlocks. We have a ton of airlocks. Oh no, is this a barge? Please don't be a barge. We have 5 extra airlocks. This is a barge. Status. No, no, no. It is a barge. Oh, it's one infestation. Okay. Okay, it's one infestation. Barge A with 1 infestation, ladies and mental gens. Hull integrity medium, that's less great, but we do have decontaminate to deal with that, just in case we miss a room. Age 203 volatile and a scrap capacity of 158, depending on what we have, because barge. Oh, this is going to be a big motherfucker. Alright, without further ado, and delaying and literally spending 8 minutes on the fucking title screen, let's go. Sorry about that. Usually stuff like this happens, and I'm getting stupid amounts of lag, and we have another stealth. Stupid amounts of lag right now. What the fuck is going on? Oh, there goes numero uno. All the way that way. Okay. So the good thing about this... I'll probably include a timestamp or whatever. I might be able to include timestamp. What the fuck we got over here? It's 1 infestation, although it is volatile, so the 1 infestation should be just about everywhere. Depending on the infestation it is. What the fuck are we dealing with? I wouldn't be surprised if we were dealing with goo, by the way. Just want to point that out. Could potentially be goo. Big ass room here. Alright, what the fuck we got? Nothing. Door 9? Also nothing. Now, damn. Still nothing and no power. Right, R7 isn't powered. That's a little unfortunate. Okay. Open door. Less than ideal. I think we're gonna wait at the timer, because I have to go explore the open door room. We're gonna get you back off the ship. We might have to go through door 22, that's the only problem. We do have reroutes, though, so we could make use of reroutes, actually, to close that door and have it not be a major problem. We do, in fact, have reroutes. Why don't we do that? R2, R4, R3, R8. We'll close those doors. Because we can, with reroutes. What the fuck are we dealing with, ladies and gentlemen? It's another goose ship. We have defenses. So 34, there, 34. My mistake, sirs. Very empty here today, ladies and gentlemen. There's another airlock, by the way. That's A2. I mean, it's a barge A, so it's gonna be big. Also, cannot be taken. Big room again. Oh, that's the end of it. What the fuck are we dealing with? That's Sentry, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Sentry is our only infestation. That's less than a problem. Alright, oh, hello, scrap roller. Alright, so we're going to reroute. Let's go ahead and reroute some doors. We're going to reroute, actually... I can do that, maybe. Oh no, R8 is the one with the power. I do not know if I can, because that only powers 4 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, maybe. Maybe I can. Reroute R2, R4, R7. R, that's not going to work, because R8 needs to be powered. And we don't have a way to do that. Alright, so we'll have to look for a new method, but we can put the sentry here for now. Because if R10 has power, then that's good. Alright. Okay. Stealth, please. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Sentry. How are you doing today, good sir? If you could kindly move over into the other room, that would be stellar. Can I close door? Door close. Good enough. Okay. R8 is bad. That's okay. Let's take a look here. Okay, so we can go ahead and reroute R2, R4, R7, R9. Close the door. Door 21. End. And DDA 2. Oh my god, caps. Accidents happen. I hit shift sometimes. Alright. Not too big of a deal so far. I don't have to worry about the goo. That's good, at least. Go ahead and generator. And we should be able to kill that sentry, actually, now that I think about it. Depending on what you power. And you power everything that we need to kill that sentry. Isn't that just wonderful? And we have reroutes, so we can deal with that. One infestation defense has been deactivated. Man, he dropped fat stacks, though. I don't know why did I DDA 4. Why did I do that when we have A4? Reroutes R10, R11, R6. And we can power one more room after that. Door 35, door 35. What do we got? What do we got over here, ladies and gentlemen? More power. Always good to know that power's here. Next one does not have an open door. What the fuck are we dealing with? Oh, another sentry. Hello, 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 hello. That is an interface, so it does not have defense in it. That's okay. We'll explore the rest of the ship once we deal with the sentry. Actually, why don't we just put the sentry on the ship here? And we can dump it off in R9. Oh, get that sentry off. Hello, Mr. Sentry, if you could kindly come off. Alright, let's get you to go off on A2. Please go off to R9. Oh, and he moved right a fucking way. Aren't you just the most well-behaved, sir, that I have seen in a long time? Alright. I could have sworn I heard someone start up a vacuum. What is it, A4? Yep. Looks like we're good. Do we have... Oh yeah, that interface is not powered. Right. This one is busted. What else we got? Another sentry up there. Okay, R14 might also have a defense, which would be fine. Reroutes R10. R11, R13, R8. Sounds good to me. And we can get you guys going, and we can... Asteroid collision where? R14, R6... Oh, we gotta hurry. 6 minutes, though, so that's gonna be quite a while. Alright, let's go ahead and kill that sentry. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sentry needs to move. Excellent. So without further ado, rear R10, R11, R6, R13, 14, sorry. Oh, I need R13 to be powered. Little bit of an interest. I don't think we power any more rooms. That's the problem. So I guess we better get sentry. Door 30. Door 33. Oh. 10. 8. Close that door. Reroute R10, R11, R6, R14, R13 if we can do that. Our Y is 6 duplicated. That was my mistake. Can only power a certain number of rooms. Of course it can. And we need the backbone of the room. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's get that sentry over here. Alright, come on, Mr. Sentry. The faster you move, the less of a problem you are for me. There we are. Moving slowly. Okay, door 13. And he's gonna go. And there he goes. Good enough. So we can go kill him as well. Door 3-6. Sorry about that. Reroutes R10, R8, R11, R13. 3 sentries down. Defense is being deactivated. Away we go again. 10, R11, R6, R14. Alright. Door 32, door 32. Another sentry. Oh, there's a defense right over here. Well, that's okay. Door 31. Big obstacle in the room. Doesn't look like there's anything here, though. Oh, I take it back. There was a singular piece of scrap. We still have a little bit of time left before asteroid collision, and we need to get out of this room. Please tell me there's not one more sentry. There is not. Okay. DDA 3. Hold on. Dock to A3, please. We'll get off the ship. And dock to A4. R10, R9. Oh yeah, that's right. We can just go ahead and do this. Door 20. Yes. Pile of bodies. Everyone back onto the ship. 14 scrap, 1 jump fuel. And no ship upgrades. Didn't even get a chance to use decon tab. How disappointing. Zika doing it in half the time. Speedy. Probably just running in a room. I mean, alright, you know, whatever. Deal with you later. But yeah, the sentries. I made use of the 1 defense room to kill everything in. Got it all. Wasn't too big of a challenge overall. It was actually quite nice. Just having to deal with stupid sentries. Got given an extra stealth, just in case you cared about having 2 drones with stealth. Definitely not the worst thing to have been given to you, but kind of already had one, so it didn't really help things at all. The drone with the upgrade. No ship upgrade could be taken, though. Shame. And I wasn't bad. I was expecting a much more painful barge A, for sure. I was expecting radiation and an airlock failure, but we didn't have either at 6 and 12. Absolutely a miracle. So, we didn't have airlock. Yeah, we didn't, no airlock failures, no radiation. We didn't have the asteroid collision, but the asteroid collision was slated to happen much later, I think. We didn't really have too much of a challenge today. It wasn't bad. It was a nice laid-back mission. You shouldn't have too many problems unless you forget where a sentry is, as it happens to some people occasionally, including myself. But other than that, you have more than enough tools to deal with it, or you're being super helpful for using defenses. So that will be it for me today. Cheers, everyone.